How special is it for you, for Dusty to come back to you in this situation, given what you've been through of late?
Yeah, it's great. You always want an opportunity to play in these games of these magnitude, and yeah, I'm really excited.
And we'll go to Chandler on your right, Trey.
Trey, as you look at your at-bats this October and kind of proceeding in September, are there any mechanical things that you've noticed, any pitch selection that you need to get back? Like, kind of what can you say is maybe the crux of why you're not getting the results?
I'd say for whatever reason, towards the end of August, I lost kind of the feel for my lower half. The lower half really, the swing works from the ground up, and the mechanics started getting flawed and got exposed a lot, for kind of getting away from what had made me successful in my first few weeks after getting traded here. So at the end of the, I've studied hours and hours of film, done, the whole 9 yards that everybody does when they're slumping at the plate. But at the end of the day, I know I just need to be ready on time. Rather, err on the side of being ready too early than too late. And, once I'm up in the plate, I can work on everything when I'm not up at the plate. But once the game starts, your sole focus has to be on the pitcher. Because if you're worried about anything that you're doing, it's going to be tough, against these guys, especially guys like Gerrit Cole, who we're going to be facing tonight. You got to take all the work you do and, try to have muscle memory from what you've done. But when it's game time, you got to go up there, try to get ready early and just have a good game plan.
We'll go to Brian McTaggart on the right.
Considering all the bats you've had against Cole, what's kind of the game plan when you face him, and especially in this situation?
I don't want to say too much since we're playing tonight, but it's you got to be ready to go, and you have to have a plan when you're up there. He's one of the best pitchers in the game, and obviously everybody on the Astros is very familiar with him. Since he played with the Astros for a while, so he's a great pitcher. You have to have a plan and stick to it.
We'll go to Brian Smith.
How would you describe just your run since you've been with the Astros? Obviously, they really wanted you at the deadline. You started hot. You mentioned the struggles, but Lance was just discussing how you've got a huge opportunity here, and one swing can kind of change everything for the team and for you in October. How have things been overall since you joined this team? Yeah,
I mean, the guys are incredible. I've absolutely loved my time with the Astros. Everybody's been incredible from the second I got over here, and I'm so happy to be here with this team. And yeah, even though I've been struggling lately, as of now, none of that matters. We're in a, you have to look ahead, in the off season, in the future, you can look back, think about what went wrong, what went right at times, all that. But right now, we're in the ALCS, and, you can't be dwelling on any of your at-bats in the past. You just got to get ready for the next one. That's all you can do, because you'd be remiss, to be thinking about the past and everything like that. We're in a great position. And luckily, this team's so good about picking guys up that are struggling. If somebody is struggling, then they trust the guy in front of them, trust the guy behind them to get the job done. So we're in a great position. So it's just, thinking about tonight and what's to come.
We'll go to the third row on your left.
Trey, kind of along those lines, and you and I talked about this the other day about, your next opportunity, waiting for the chance. With all the postseason pressure and it being in Yankee Stadium, in a weird way, is this refreshing that you do kind of get to wipe the slate clean and start over tonight? Yeah, definitely.
You try to treat it like any other game as best you can. But there's certainly a little more adrenaline that comes with these games. They're really fun. I mean, they're incredibly fun to be a part of. It's what, I've waited my whole life for, and what everybody else playing tonight has waited their whole lives for. I mean, we were kids watching these games on TV, so you got to enjoy it. But at the same time, obviously, you want to come through for your team and put your best foot forward. So it's really exciting.
A little bit further back on your left, Gabe.
Hey, Trey. With your time with the Astros, what have you learned about this group in terms of their ability to just keep doing what they do year after year this time of year?
Yeah, they're incredible. I haven't seen a group prepare as well as this team does. Obviously, that comes with having a lot of experience. The core of the team has been together for a long time, so they're really familiar with everybody we play. But the preparation that goes into every game and how much everybody studies their opponent on this team it's incredible, and it's been really special to see up close. And I've learned a lot from all the guys.
We'll go far back on your right, Trey.
Trey, you obviously have a lot of experience at this park. Do you like hitting here? What has been your past experiences?
Yeah, I do. I mean, how can you not like playing at Yankee Stadium? It's always a great atmosphere, whether it's, kind of in the dog days of the season or tonight. It's always a special place to play and a great atmosphere. So, yeah, I've always enjoyed playing here. And, certainly when you're the opponent, you hear it, but at the same time, it's fun. It's what makes the game fun.
Other questions for Trey? We'll go back to, somebody back there, sorry. Yes, okay. We'll go here. Claire?
Trey, as a longtime member of the AL East, have you been a source of information having the unbalanced schedule and having seen the Yankees perhaps more than the Astros?
Yeah, a little bit. In the first two games when I didn't start, I tried to give some guys some tips because I've seen, especially the bullpen guys. I've seen them a lot, being in the AL East for a long time. But at the same time, most of the team has been in the league long enough to know these guys really well too. So, we learn a lot from each other. But I do try to offer some pointers or tips on how they've pitched me to the other guys that might not have seen them as much.
We'll go up to Mark in the first row on your left. Trey, how much have your conversations with Reggie Jackson helped you some?
Yeah, I mean, who better to ask about hitting than Mr. October? It's really cool to have him around, and he's a great source of information. I like asking him about his approach at the plate and what he thought about up there, and we've just talked about kind of the game plan you should have as a hitter. So it's been really special to have him around.